So in this video, I'm going to be repairing an old mantle clock that I received. When I received it, it just had the clock hands were flopping around. They weren't connected to anything, and I'm going to attempt to repair it. I have no experience in this. This is like my second time ever taking these apart. For starters, I'm just going to go ahead and take the back plate off and kind of hold it still here. Usually I take a picture here so I can have a reference when putting it back together. And then the first thing I'll do is start removing some of these strike levers here. That's for the hourly gong. And then I'm removing the strike wheels for the striking mechanism. And I'm going to put the strike wheels on the right side and then the timing wheels on the left side so it's easier to put back together. So on this clock, you can see in the center there, it's what we call the motion works. This is the part that was faulty on my clock. It relies on a sort of spring tension to move the minute hand, and this was super loose on mine. It's called a minute hand clutch. In just a second here, you'll see a replacement one that I bought. I got this from a donor movement on eBay. I just took it apart and took this piece out. Unfortunately, it was fully intact and good to go. Okay, so now for the reassembly, I'm basically just putting the wheels in their proper positions, making sure everything is lined up. The process here is really just to sort of balance everything as close as it should be, place all the striking levers, and then just very carefully place the back plate on top and try to line everything up. I cut a lot of footage here. I had to remove the back plate at like 3 or 4 times and start over. And as you can see here, I'm just sort of lining things up, trying to make sure everything's in the right spot. The best way I found to do this was to just sort of start at one end and work your way up, or try to find, what's blocking it at each step. And as I get closer, you'll see the fly in the top right of the screen. That will be the last piece I install. This just sort of slows down the striking mechanism using like wind resistance. I think I should just about have it here. Ah, yes, there we go. And now I very carefully install the last nut. And I can begin testing the mechanism to see if everything is lined up properly. Okay, so after some quick testing, I'm now installing the regulator mechanism. Just tightening down all the bolts here, and then I can move on to oiling. And just some final testing. Looks like we got it. Okay, now just briefly, I'll do a quick demo here. And there it is. Thanks for watching.